Call this meeting to order of the Hawarden City Council. This is our regular April meeting. We are in the council chambers on Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025, and it is 5:30. We'll start with our standard agenda items. 1A is approval of the April 9 special meeting minutes, the April 9 regular meeting minutes, and April 14 special meeting minutes. We can take them all in a group if you wish, or if you want to pull any out, we can do that.
I'll make a motion to approve them all.
Okay, and a second?
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 4-0. 1B is approval of the April 23rd, 2025 claims for payment. Any questions or comments? Anything unusual, Jacob, in our claims that you saw?
No.
Would take a motion.
Go ahead.
I'll motion to approve the April of 23, 2025 claims for payment.
I'll second that.
Okay. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? Passes 4-0. At this time, we have open business from the community. Is there anyone that would like to speak at this time? Yes, sir. Is your microphone on? Do you see the green? Yeah, I think you're
Sounds
on.
on.
Yep.
Yep, just to state your name and
My
address.
name is John Saban. Come here tonight to present an opportunity. This is something that you most likely are going to be doing anyways. This is the time of the year to do it, so this is the time for me to come and talk about it. This is about the park. Basically on both sides of the sidewalk that runs along 14th Street. It's no secret that my wife and I are vendors, and something that every event that we go to, except for the Big Sioux River Days, has level ground. There's no level ground over at the park. It looks level, but we had rain in 2018 and 6 people packed up on Sunday because they were standing in puddles. You have a lot of trees that came down this past fall. And if they're anything like the 2 big trees that you took down at the bottom below the swimming pool, they're going to be ground up and then seeded. If you grind up the stumps that are there now and then add dirt to level out both sides of the sidewalk, that makes it more viable for vendors to come. It's also safer for customers to come off the sidewalk, especially the elderly. And it makes for a better atmosphere. The vendors talk to each other. And after 2018, with the rain, it started dropping off because this was a now hit or miss. If it didn't rain, it was a great event. If it rained, you were packing up and going home. So this is something that you can do. It's an opportunity. It's not going to be expensive. I mean, we're talking 3, maybe 4 dump trucks full of dirt, and spreading it out, grading it, and seeding it. Now, I believe you do the seeding?
Yes, I do some seeding.
So you would have a price on that. I don't know what the price is going for. I don't know what the price is going for dirt, but I used to be a landscaper, and I had a 60-ton dump truck at my disposal. So, and I never got in his way. It was always in between him and the customers, how much he was going to charge them. I didn't make money off of him. So those are things that would need to be found out before you went ahead and did this. If you're gonna grind the stumps and then seed, it's not a big deal to add a couple of loads of dirt and flatten the whole thing out. Beersford has their one big event every year, 100+ vendors. And you get easily 5,000 people foot traffic in 5 hours. We can do the same thing here. And not only will it bring the foot traffic, it will also bring money from out of town. So this is something that could benefit us in the future as far as we can make money off of the people that are in town, but we can make more money and create more opportunities if we have money coming in from outside of town. We already have the Holiday Express in just 2 years. That's bringing people in from Sioux Falls. We were there last year. As a matter of fact, as oddly as it may sound, I was in the jailhouse. So, but at the same time, we did very, very well, and they have flat ground. So it makes it a lot easier for the vendors. And if the vendors are happy, they will come. And if they come, the people will come. And the more vendors that show up, the more people from out of town show up. It's just one thing leads to the next. And it starts off with a couple of dump trucks full of dirt. This is an opportunity that I'm presenting to the council. I'm not going to have a decision. I have no dog in this fight. It's just something that can be done now to help improve everything. Not only for the Big Sioux River Days, other events can be held. And you will have some place to set them up in the park. And all you need is a nice day, and in your imagination, you can figure out what's going to go there.
John, are you talking the 14th Street and then just off the curb in?
14th Street
Yeah?
to the sidewalk.
Yep.
And then on the other side of the sidewalk where it's feasible. Not, there's areas on this end, on the south end, that drop off. Those can't be, I mean, you can't do anything without putting in retaining walls.
Are you also talking the sidewalk off of Central?
Just the sidewalk off of Central,
Okay,
between the sidewalk and the road on Central,
yep,
from 13th to 14th.
yes.
Okay, that side,
On both sides?
on that side,
Yeah,
between the sidewalk and the road, all the way.
okay.
On the other side, about halfway up, that's where the ground
Slopes.
starts. That's where the ground starts sloping, because of, that used to be Dry Creek. So retaining walls would have to be put in if you wanted to go farther. This is not, we don't want to get into all that, just
Yeah.
a couple of truckloads of dirt and then spread it out and seed it, and that's it. And it will be ready for Big Sioux River Days. The Arts Council has said something about, they would be more than happy to start looking at that things to do during the summertime, like art in a park or something like that. Other events can be held, but you now have a level playing field to get off of. So,
Okay, thank you, John.
Okay,
welcome.
thanks.
Thanks, John.
Is there anyone else?
Hi, I'm Erin Blankenship from Hawarden. And I just want to say that in the last year, I really have paid more attention to what goes on at the city. Obviously, you see me pop in and out of some meetings here and stuff, and have talked to more people in the community of everything that goes on here. And I do regret not standing up when they were trying to oust Carol, and she's like very big part of our city offices. And I'm just here to say, as much as I've watched and learned, it just seems like all of our good qualified people are not staying with the city, as obviously, you know, my daughter is leaving, and that has many reasons to do with it, of just not being treated like a great employee. And obviously, you're gonna think I'm biased saying that she's great, but then you got rid of Tracy, who was here for 25, you didn't get rid of her. She resigned. Do you go ask these people what is going on in their minds, and some of them will tell you, and it seems like nothing's getting done. I mean, Wanda was a great worker. You just say, you're done. I mean, what are the reasons for that? She was a great, qualified person, and was just gonna do out the rest of her stay. And like the thing with Carol, that was absolutely ridiculous. And you talk about saving money. Like your discussions do a lot about saving money. Well, when you try to fire her in a thing, and Jenny doesn't have to come to she can stay home and do remote, that caused her having to come back here, and you have to pay her more money. I mean, I'm sure she enjoyed staying at home. She's a busy person and has kids. That's spending more money. I mean, I don't get the two standard of, let's save money, but let's do stupid stuff and spend more. And that will I'll keep it shorter. I could probably keep going, but I don't write stuff down. But anyway, my last thing is going to be, you've all probably seen 4 months of workplace harassment that has gone on in the office, and maybe you looked at it and have not, but nothing's been done. For 4 months, I feel like workplace harassment is okay at the city, because nothing's been done and there's documentation. And I will say that one of them has been very remorseful and very wonderful, and another one has gotten very, very rude and crude and daily comments towards a lot of people that work at the city. And I just don't know why nothing was done, because that's another reason you can't keep your good, qualified workers that want to learn and want to help the city. Thank you.
Thank you, Erin. Anyone else?
John DeVries from Hawarden, and I was here last time. Probably got up out of turn. But anyway, as you can see, the seat is still vacant. I was just wondering, why don't we move on and get somebody that wants to come to the meeting? It means we elected him to do a job, and he just doesn't want to show up. I think he should be replaced. You know, as taxpayers, we elected him. They should be here. That's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you. And last chance. Okay, we'll move on. There is no mayor's report tonight. We'll go to staff reports. Jacob.
So things that I'm working on right now is obviously finishing up this budget and getting ready to start the budget amendment for this current fiscal year that we're in. We're getting ready to pass the budget tonight for the next fiscal year, and then that is what I'm going to immediately roll into. We'll probably see some stuff about that next meeting. The only other thing that I really wanted to talk about is to thank Shaden for her time here at the city. I know that without her, things would have been a lot more difficult, and I am very appreciative of everything that she did for the city. That's all I got.
Okay, thank you. Chief.
A bit of good news today. We received a grant award of $7,500 from the Sioux County Community Foundation, which will allow our police department to purchase some additional resources that we're currently lacking. I'd like to thank Carol for her work on submitting the grant application for us, as we would not have got the award without her. Also on May 5th, we have an officer that will be starting their basic academy training at the Iowa Law Enforcement Academy. His training will take 16 weeks, and after he will be certified peace officer in the state of Iowa. So we are definitely looking forward to the end of that 16 weeks.
Okay, great. Thank you. Carol.
It was a good day for the city. We were awarded another grant for the pedestrian push-button crossing light, which we're going to put in between the basketball courts and the park. A crossing light for kids going to the pool, that kind of thing. Definitely something that we need for safety. It'll be a nice addition. Hopefully we will get the balance of that in our next application, but we should be successful with that as well. This one was $6,600 that we were awarded for a total of a $14,000 project. So we'll move forward with that. I would like to encourage everyone to jump on to the Northwest Iowa or the Hawarden Independent site. We were nominated for Northwest Iowa as one of the best chambers and economic development departments, so we would like everybody's vote. We were also nominated for the best internet IT service for our telephone company, High Tech. So pretty excited about that. It's nice to get some nominations for here in Hawarden. So please, everyone, jump on and vote for us. One of the big challenges coming up now, I don't know how many of you are aware or have been tracking the tariffs that our current administration is putting on. That has thrown me in the middle of the National Association of Foreign Trade Zones, ISITES, as we are one of the foreign trade zones. I've been visiting with them, visiting with our port out of Sioux Falls, visiting with some people out of Des Moines, and also our local zone participant, and it's been very educational. And if nothing else, I would like to inform everyone that the tariff situation is very fluid and it is impactful. So it is, I know, not on everybody's radar. We don't all work in that world, but it is something that definitely could affect Hawarden if we don't get some type of resolution, or at least some type of materials out to help people. Other than that, Dick Dunn, he's a local man, lives out by the river. He's offering to till anybody's garden or work anybody's yards as they had to do new landscaping if they were a flood victim. He's willing to do that for free. So he will be gone tonight, but for any information about that, please give me a call, and I'll certainly pass that on to Dick for you. We're in full swing with our upper story downtown catalyst grants. I'm working on a pay request right now. It's pretty extensive, but the work, I've gotten pictures, is very exciting, and it's going to be an awesome, wonderful addition to our downtown area. It gets some more people living down there, gets some more people moving around downtown. Definitely adds to our commerce. So that's it for today.
Okay, exciting. Thank you. Jenny?
Nothing, thank you.
Okay. We'll open it up to the council at this time. Anyone have any comments?
I'd just like to thank Shady for her work here and wish her the best moving on.
Yes, I think we all feel that same way. Thank you. We'll move on to the other agenda items. We've got a presentation from Rigid Steel. Who gets to?
All right, Caleb Garza, live here in Hawarden. As you can see, we got the rest of the guys, well, half the guys here. We have a car show that we would like to put on June 28th and on Central between 8th Street and just up past the other bar. We're working with Julie Coyle, and we are working with Waddies as well. We do have an application that we did submit. We are waiting on Agency 1, I believe is what they're called, for the insurance side of that, because there was a huge miscommunication on it. But we're waiting on a quote from their underwriter. We should have a quote this week to get it put into the application for you guys. We're just trying to bring some vendors to town. We've reached out to, what was it, 10? 9 or 10 that have already confirmed that they'd love to come to town and vend. A couple of food trucks. And Chris Woodley from Waddy's Other Bars setting up a band to play some live music as well. And yeah, we're just hoping that you guys can help us out with this and get it approved so we can move forward, get some flyers put out to you guys. We've had to change a lot of it, but yeah, we've got, I think the flyer we have now, we sent it to Julie. I know that. I don't know if she has it still or not, but we need to get flyers out as soon as possible so we can try and bring some foot traffic to some of the businesses that'll still be open on that Saturday. So just, yeah, that's all we got for you guys.
I think it would be a good event. I always like the car shows.
Yeah, well, it's car and bike, so I mean, it's open to the public, free to the public, and then we have vendors that we're going to charge them, obviously, and then see how we can split it some way. So, yeah, but that's what we got. If you guys got any questions for me?
What weekend is that?
It's June 28th.
June 28th.
I believe we have a start time at 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., and then the band will just continue to follow for however long Waddies wants it to go. So, any other questions, guys?
No, sounds like a good.
Looking forward to it.
Sounds like you got it planned.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And our next meeting is May 14th. I imagine we'll have the application ready at that
As long
time.
as I've got everything put together,
Yeah.
it'll be in approval, just like this next one that's coming up as item 4.
Okay, good. Number 4, we've got approval of a special events application for Hawarden Evangelism Outreach. Have anything you want to tell us about there?
I believe that, yeah, this is going to be on May 31st from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. This is being held and put on by Casa de Dios with that church for the outreach, and it's going to be in the park. Looks like it's gone through all the processes. It's got the license or the insurance stuff attached to it, and everything is good to go on it.
Did you say City Park? Or over here at the, by the elementary?
Where's it going to be at?
There's It's supposed
I
to
was
be a
think-
map, but I didn't see a map anywhere.
I was thinking,
From the information I got, I thought it was in the city park here.
okay.
Any other questions? If not, I'll take a motion
I'll make that motion.
in a second.
I'll second that.
All those in favor of approving the special events application, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 4-0. Thank you. We now have a public hearing and a resolution to deal with on our fiscal year 2026 budget. At this time, we will open the public hearing on the proposed budget. Jacob?
I have not received any information from anybody on this, so,
Okay.
outside of this.
Anyone here have anything that they would like to say about the proposed budget? Okay. If not, then the public hearing will be closed, and we will resume with the resolution 2025-06, 2526, adoption of the fiscal year 2026 budget. Jacob?
Yep, this is just the final stage. This is the last thing we need to approve for it to go to the, for me to submit it to the county tomorrow. And then we'll be set up for the next fiscal year's funding to be able to go through the city.
Okay. Any questions or comments?
I have none.
I have none.
None?
Okay. I would take a motion.
I'll make a motion to pass resolution 2025-06, adoption of the 26 budget.
In a second?
I'll second.
We'll do a roll call vote. Start with Anderson.
Aye.
Clucky.
Aye.
Allen.
Aye.
Warner.
Aye.
Thank you. Passes 4-0. Item 5, front office staff changes. Jacob?
Okay, so this is all tied to Shaden's resignation. And so Shaden plays a critical role in what we do and has a lot of responsibility that is going to be dispersed amongst our staff while we are in the process of hiring out for that position. One of the things that I was looking at is what to do with that position moving forward, but after a lot of discussion, I think that we're going to hold it as 3 positions out front and then still having a finance position to fill. And then we are going to immediately be advertising for that utility billing clerk position. In the meantime, we have city functions that need to continue, which is utility billing to make sure the citizens get their bills in a timely manner to be able to keep our city services rolling. Another thing is our accounts payable with the claims. We need to be able to continue to do that to pay our bills so that we don't default on any of that stuff. And also she was doing part of the finance role of doing payroll and some other reports. So for the plan currently is I will be consuming all of the finance roles back again. And then I am looking at splitting the accounts payable and the utility billing to our other staff members. With that, I am proposing that we do a temporary wage increase like we have done for other people in the city to make sure that they are compensated for their additional time and duties that they're putting in as well. And these are not necessarily easy tasks, and I can't even guarantee right now that we'll be able to do them very, very well at first, and we'll be struggling. So I think that it is needed to look into that. So while we continue to look for another employee to come in. So.
Okay, any questions about that? You need a vote on that, or you just go ahead?
Well, I think that the direction that we need to discuss is exactly how much we would do for that.
Okay.
That's going to be the big thing, and I would start at the 125% that you did for the others as that.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, so that would be my recommendation, is going about that dollar amount. So comes to about $6 an hour.
Well, it's temporary, we need to be consistent. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yep. Agreed.
Agreed.
Okay. You want a motion on that? Looks like we've got consensus. Let's do a vote. It's to approve those temporary increases in salary. We'll do a motion, please.
I'll make the motion to do a temporary increase in salary
At 125%.
at 125%.
And a second?
I'll second that.
We'll start with Clucky,
Aye.
Allen,
Aye.
Warner,
Aye.
Anderson.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. Thank you. Item number 2, is that?
No, the next one is just a meeting adjournment.
Number 7.
Yep.
Okay. I will take a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
In a second.
I'll second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? Passes 4-0. We are adjourned. Thank you for coming.